Judgment Day, boys. Pack is in for the front rotor set screws. We're gonna go ahead and get them installed on that right-hand side, get the wheel on there, and then I'm gonna rip this driver's side off and replace the set screws. So I'm so glad it didn't take until Friday to get the things in, because today's weather is not too bad. It's warm, but not like crazy warm. Let's open this thing up. I cleaned up all the parts and threw them in the back of the work truck. That way I could take them to the scrapyard and try to get rid of them. I still have these competition wheels. I don't know what to do with them. They're 19s with 275s on the rear, 275s on the rear, 245s in the front. The front tires are pretty much brand new. The ass end tires are pretty bad, but I might try to make a couple dollars off them. I don't know. I don't know really where to get rid of them. Maybe wait till the cars are coffee and see if somebody wants to take them off my hands. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get the set screws on the passenger side, and then rip back off the driver's side, replace the set screws, and then we're gonna try to slowly lower this thing and see if it's gonna rub or where it's gonna rub. I have a feeling it's going to rub, and I'm gonna have to buy a fender roller, but that's cool, no biggie. I just need to see where the issue is gonna be. But other than that, let's go ahead and get these set screws on and get to it. Ran into a bit of an issue. As soon as I set the torque on the damn set screws of the rotor, then the rotor started locking up, like the problem we had last time on the opposite side and this side where the brake fitment. So by the looks of this one, this is far more centered than the other ones where they're off centered. So I went ahead and released the torque on the set screws. I'm gonna remove the caliper and then try to swap out this bracket real quick and see if everything centers back up, because as of right now, it ain't working. So let's go ahead and try to get this off. Had I taken it somewhere else, man, they probably would have charged me an arm and a leg because there was so many issues because of all this modification crap. Pain in the ass, but it's a learning process. I'll show you right now the difference in the two brackets, because I can visually see a difference in the hole placement for the caliper mounting. I could visibly see it. I mean, maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but look. Check this out. This is a new one, right? This is the one they sent me to replace. Look how centered it is on the bracket. Look at this one. Off-centered. Off-centered on the bracket. Centered on the bracket would be further this way. This one is off-centered. Maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me, but let's see if it's gonna work. Signaturewerks to the outside. of truth, boys. Still rubbing a little bit, but it's a hell of a lot better. It's actually free spinning now. Could just be having a little grinding because it's tight. You know, everything's brand new. I just bled off the brake, so probably still has quite a bit of pressure on it. Still a little bit of grinding, but at least it's not locked up. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it good. Kind of firm. Other side sounds the exact same, so go ahead and call it Gucci. I'm gonna get this wheel on, get my hands clean, get this wheel on, and then we're gonna get a drop. So we definitely got some pokage coming out. We are for sure gonna have to roll these fenders because look, it's gonna rub like crazy. Even if we just heat them up just a hair and roll them out just a little bit, so when we hit a bump, it'll look, that ass end's poking out nice. So we'll go ahead and get it started up, get it backed off these things, and get it on the ground. So if you're new to the channel, I had to explain this in the beginning when I first picked up this car. I really don't even drive this car. This car was more so just something I wanted to pick up because it had been eluding me. In 2012, I bought a 2011 E93, which at the time it was like, I don't know, 70 something grand because it was brand new off the lot. Well, it wasn't brand new. It was new-ish. It had 2,000 miles. But I paid like 70 something thousand dollars for it, right? Anyways, I was in the oil field. I was making really, really good money. Well, when times took a dip, I had to get rid of the car. And ever since then, I had kind of been looking at them, but the prices were still high. And then all of a sudden, of late, the prices just started dropping big time, right? So I was looking around. I was like, okay, we're in the market for a house. This is just me being stupid. I shouldn't even get a car. I actually needed to get a truck, so I bought the truck. Still had cars like this hearted on, what is that? It's one of the apps for cars. Well, I still had cars like this hearted, right? I was still looking at them. Prices were decent. Work was picking up. Work was badass. Probably 6-7 months went by. It was close to my birthday, and I asked my wife, I was like, man, look at this car. This looks exactly like the one that I used to have. Should I just go ahead and get it? The price is right. She's like, I don't know. If you want to get it, get it. I mean, went ahead, pulled the trigger, got this car from that app, and it came all the way from Michigan. Now, it needed some TLC. It needed some little things here and there, but a lot of it was more aesthetics for me, just to do something different to the car. But like I said, this is the reason why I got the car. This car had been eluding me. I had to let it go back in the day when times got tough. Now we're in a better situation, knock on wood, thanks to God. light we got right now is the tire malfunction, but that is because I did not put sensors in these things. I did not even think about that. I didn't think about that when I needed to take the other tires in, take the sensors off and put them on these. They're like 60 bucks a piece, so that'd have been what, 240. I'm not putting another 240 when I just spent $5,000 on wheels and tires. So kind of is what it is. I don't plan on hitting anything, but maybe further on down the road we'll go ahead and do that. The car sounds really good, but I've been wanting to get a Super Sprint X pipe up here, get muffler deletes, and just get the Turner tips, the titanium tips in the acid. I think that would really set it off. It'd be freaking loud as hell prior to us going and doing the supercharger and all that stuff. That is the plan, to do a supercharger, the radiator, a oil cooler, the DCT cooler, and then a supercharger. Supercharger will be the very, very last step on this car. Once the supercharger is done, this car will be complete, and then we'll move on to the next project. And like I said, that will be the final note. I'm not sure when that will be. It depends. I mean, I need you guys to subscribe, follow me, share the content. That way we can get the ball rolling. I'll be more motivated to want to spend money. And yeah. All right, slow. Go ahead. Slow. Go ahead. Oh, no, that looks good. There you go. You don't have to press it too hard. It just feels like it's got a standard transmission.